in their speech, their life, their love, their faith, and their purity. These teen girls had the opportunity to win over $15,000 in prizes, including a $1,000 scholarship from Eagle Bank, a $500 checking account from Eagle Bank, a makeover and a spread in our spring issue, which is in front of you. You can check that out. That's on page 26. And then also a blog on Relatemag.com. The girls who entered submitted their personal information to us, and they included an essay on how they stay true to themselves in our times right now. And many young women around St. Louis entered our contest. We actually had a very good turnout for it being our first one. We had 56 girls enter into this contest, so that's outstanding. And today we're just here to recognize and honor all these young women. Many of them are not here today. They had community service obligations. A lot of them are out of town, and we commend them for that. We miss them, but we commend them. Let's see, lost my spot again. Oh, in your program, you will see first an insert, and this is our big sponsor for today, and that is Etiquette St. Louis. There's a little bit about etiquette in there for you to read. They are our main sponsor for today's event. But you will also see a list of all of our prizes and awards that we're giving out, or not prizes, our awards that we're giving out today. And the young women who are here, their name is enlarged and bolded. So those are the young women who are we going to be honoring today. Before we do that, we're going to do one more drawing with just the girls for another prize pack. Again, you're going to get a Justin prize pack and a $50 Bird Style Lounge gift card. We have a third one, which everybody's going to be entered into. Justin will be drawing that later this afternoon. So you still have one more chance to win. Taylor Miller. Congratulations, Taylor. Right next to you on that table is a poster, a t-shirt, another CD. Make sure you take both CDs. Give one CD to one of your friends. We're going to get Justin out there, get everybody wanting his music. It's fantastic. Okay, like I said before, in addition to what you get here today, you're also getting your subscription to Relate Magazine, so keep that in mind. And I'm going to read for you guys as I announce the girls' name and what award they're getting. I'm going to read their essay for you too, so that you get to see the hard work and the awesomeness that they put into their essays. These are in no particular order, okay? Some of you are getting the same award, and you're not next to each other, so there's whatever order. Our first award, you can come up now, you can come up after I read your essay. It depends on your comfort level of everybody staring at you, so I don't care. Our first award goes to Lauren Walters. It is the 100% True Award. You also have your goodies in here. You have $50 gift cards, a gym membership for a month, and let's read Lauren's essay. My family has had a very hard time over the past 3 months, and it is really easy to try and escape and make decisions that aren't smart. These choices are things that I face every day. The way I stay true to myself is to try to turn to my family, teachers, and counselors for support. This help has allowed me to not be ashamed of the problems I am going through and to help me make choices that are right and to choose friends who will help me and not make my life harder. I also realize that I do not need to follow the pack and do things just to please my friends, but to stick to the principles I have set up for myself, even if that means I lose friends. I am not afraid to do the things that I like to do, and I don't need a bunch of other girls to tell me what I should be doing. Even though it is sometimes easier to try to be someone else, I am confident in who I am, and I know that if I make the right choices, I can do whatever I want to do. I am not afraid to just be me. Excellent job, Lauren. Congratulations. Next award is Crazy for Community to Jennifer Thrum. Come on up. Or you can stay there until after I read. Up to you. Don't care. There are your prizes. You're welcome. And here is Jennifer's essay. I have been in... it's up to you. I can bring this to you unless you want to stand up here. It doesn't matter. I have been involved in my community for years. I lead by example and am a good role model. I try my hardest and do my best, so hopefully people who see me will want to do the same. In high school, I helped out local grade schools musicals. I helped 3 years. During those years, I worked as assistant director, choreographer, and head of makeup crew, helping the young kids and preteens. I was also in Student Council and National Honor Society, which concentrated on school and community service. I served my community, school, and church for over 150 hours each year. This year I decided I would help out with the church youth group serving the teens. The leaders of the youth group or core team help the teens. Our goal is to help them deal with everyday life by helping them realize that they are great and wonderful people and do not have to give in to peer pressure to be cool. We help them realize that they are never alone and that they are loved. We hopefully help them grow into happy and confident young adults. We also try to lead by example, but we're not perfect, so they can also learn from our mistakes. Whew, sorry, I'm getting hot. I love working with the teens, and I try to do all these things in a fun, interesting way. Relate knows that teens are the future and strives to build confidence. Let them know that whatever they're going through, they are not alone, and do this in a fun and interesting way. This is exactly what I strive to do. Excellent job, Jennifer. Our next award is Led by Faith to Victoria Vaughn. Did I say your last name right, Vaughn? Okay. Most of yours are in the little bags. Victoria's essay. I simply base my morals and standards on God's Word and pure common sense. You know the whole no sex before marriage deal? That's me. Every day in the media you see all these TV shows that portray what the perfect relationship is. You see people compromising their morals and standards to stay in these so-called perfect relationships. This makes no sense, because if a relationship was perfect, there would be no need for the compromising of standards. Once you compromise your morals, it's easier to keep compromising until your morals are just a shadow of what they used to be. When you have no morals or no standards, why should anyone respect you? You then don't stand for anything. So every day, I don't depend on the media to tell me what is right or wrong, moral or immoral. I depend on the guidelines that the Bible has laid out for my life. Also on what makes sense. Like logically, I know right from wrong, and even when there is something that seems tempting, I know that it's still wrong, but I still want to do it. I stop thinking and go back to the Bible, which clearly defines right and wrong. I also use my brain. If something doesn't sound like a good idea, morally that is, more than likely I can outweigh the pros with the cons on what to do because I've been raised in a strong Christian home, and my parents have always been upfront with me with just about everything. They have helped me develop a strong and discerning personality to decipher right from wrong and what situations would bring me down or further boost me up, both physically and mentally, as well as let me make my own decisions. So overall, just knowing who I am, being able to think for myself and know what absolute rights and wrongs are, that is how I always try to stay true to myself no matter what comes my way. Good job. Thank you. I think the spotlights are hot. Is anybody else hot? Whew. Okay, our next award is to Natalie Priest. She also got the Led by Faith Award. Natalie, you can come on up too. Everybody else is doing it. I'm just kidding. No peer pressure. I love her. Natalie does not mind being in the spotlight. She's a performer. I love Relate magazine and how it encourages girls to be themselves and to not give in to the pressures of today's world. I believe I represent the message of Relate magazine because I have always been myself, even it was hard to do. I had some really hard times with losing friends in grade school and had a low self-esteem for a while, but I stuck to my gut and did what I believed was right. Ever hear the quote, sometimes the hardest thing and the right thing are the same? That is how I felt during that time in my life. I was miserably lonely and wished everything could be repaired. It seemed like everyone all of a sudden became too cool for me, and I was the unpopular one. Luckily, I put my trust in God that things would turn out all right, and became closer to Him than ever before. I wrote spiritual poems constantly, asking for God's help, and miraculously received the answers through my poems. I learned that I had to believe in myself, and now that I have a spark of God within me. Sorry. I have so many friends in high school, and I finally made lots of friends this year who are social and hang out a lot after school. I transferred from Koryezu to Notre Dame after my freshman year.